Okay, we're live, all good in the hood. This is an urgent one. It couldn't wait until Friday. Okay, so we've got some notes here and we're going to crack on straight into it. I'm hoping that the signal, the audio, and visual is good. If it is, let me know and we can rock on. So let's just check in with the comments right now. I believe it's all good. Right, let's crack on. It's crazy, and this is urgent news, okay? I'm getting multiple reports of immigrants that are trained soldiers from overseas currently in our hotels nationwide right now. That's one item. The USA has just passed $13 trillion of debt, and some actually foresee a possible stock market crash this Christmas, which isn't far away. There is a huge national UK shortage of antibiotics here in the UK right now. Major travel issues all this week. So we're looking over 20 million car journeys, not on top of all of the other disruptions which are going on rail, air, sea, etc. Okay, and on to top all of that, the UK is going to be bracing itself for heavy snow to start around Christmas Eve. Bonkers, absolutely bonkers. It really, really is strange. I know it's bonkers. So we're going to get into some of that real soon. First of all, I just want to point this out, okay? Like we try and do on every live stream, we try and help out someone in the community. This one's pretty urgent because when I heard about what was going on with this guy, it's not very nice, to be honest. He's a good friend as well. Is currently having his heating. His house is about 10 degrees C. His van is off the road. Big problems. It's a last minute thing and it's really caused a lot of problems. Okay. So he is no longer able to go to and from where he gets his firewood delivered. So I'm doing an appeal right now. I'm going to cover the cost, providing we get enough donations. Okay. Because this is a donation run stream. I'm going to use my own money as well. What I'm asking for is 1 ton of dried firewood in the Swindon area. So any of you guys are in or around Swindon who know anyone, or you do firewood yourself, awesome. If you can email me, the email address is below this video. Okay, it's all there, and we can arrange to do that ASAP. Because the last thing we want is this really awesome guy to go through Christmas with his young family without any heating in the home. So that is an appeal. Okay, so this is going out live, and also this is going to be in a replay. No problem at all. Please email me, and I will pay. I'll cover it all. I just need to get that guy a ton of firewood delivered in Swindon. If you can help, spot on. Absolutely awesome. Also, like I said, this is a donation run channel. Okay, this is my main job now. So the donations are via PayPal and Ko-fi. The links and everything you need to know is below. It really helps. Also, some of you guys are awesome. You do the super chat and super stickers. That is absolutely functional and it seriously helps. Also, before we crack on, there is loads of links below the video, okay? The mailing list is very important in case I get taken down for some of the things I talk about. The live stream on last Friday had to be taken down. I just went a bit too far and I was warned and I had to rethink, okay? So we have to be careful. So the mailing list is very important, all right? If you sign up to that mailing list, the information is below the video. We can get information to you guys. I might even have to go to alternative media platforms. Speaking of media platforms, there's a big issue with BitChute. All of their monies and assets have been frozen. Okay, so that platform is under threat. Okay, so any of you guys enjoy BitChute, like myself and others, that could be having serious problems because there's just no money getting through to the guys who run that awesome service. All right. So without further ado, let's get on with the stuff, shall we? I'm not looking at any of the chat in a moment because this is urgent. So I am hearing lots of reports from different people all over the UK. And to be honest, some of you guys might be aware of this as well. Now, this has been going on for some time now. So for those of you who don't know, this could be a very frightening scenario which is developing daily here in the United Kingdom. Okay. Staff at hotels have seen lots of large luggage coming into the rooms and indeed the lobbies of the hotels. All, stroke most, are fighting fit and a good all-round physical appearance. Also well dressed with smartphones, etc. Lots of them are in boots. Now that is interesting. Okay. Now they reckon over 500,000 immigrants have arrived in the UK in the last 6 months. Now, if that doesn't scare you, I don't know what is. Village Watch, thank you very much. See, I can't really see the chat, but any cards that come up, it catches my attention. So that's an awesome donation. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate every penny, seriously. So yes, that's a scary thing. In 6 months, 500,000 people. So they reckon that this is the highest migration rate since World War II, with over 1.1 million people now currently boots on the ground here in the United Kingdom. Now, I want you guys to let me know what you're seeing where you are, and let me know where you are, and I'll try and catch up in the chat, but I need to get through this news as soon as possible, okay? So think about it. All of these people in hotels in our country. Now, even our friend Neil, lots of us watch Neil McCoy Ward. He and his wife went down to London not that long ago, and they pre-booked their hotel in advance, and when they got there, it was no longer available. They said to him, it is now a corporate booking. Now, due to some research that Neil and myself have been doing behind the scenes, corporate booking is pretty much a local hotel slang for migration inlet to the hotel. So that is rife, okay? It's really getting out of control. Now, like I say, and I remember hearing this a long time ago, all right? So just imagine if the UK was in martial law, okay? Now, lots of the UK soldiers and police would disagree with it, and they wouldn't want to come up against our own citizens, all right? So when you look at this, the bigger picture, it is looking like a perfect storm. Now, I don't use that term very often, but when you stand back and look at everything that's going on, we are going into a perfect storm right now, today, okay? It is serious, and lots of us have been prepping for years, and it looks like all the stuff we've been prepping for is not too far around the corner now. And it's not fear mongering, it's scary news, okay? It really is, backed up by lots of people now, okay? So yes, it's not looking good. So when you think about it, martial law, right? So all of our soldiers will probably be going into Ukraine as of next year, okay? The majority of them will be over there on operations. So when you think about it, all of these immigrants who are fighting age, who are wearing boots, are getting large packages and holdalls delivered to them on a very regular basis now. What do you think is going to happen if we had some sort of lockdown over here? Whether it's going to be the issue, the words that we can't say, which started in 2020, I think we all know what we're talking about now. Okay, so when you've got that in mind, all of these people in there, just imagine, and some of them have been caught on film saying that, yes, some of them are special forces. Now, whether that's true or not, it's highly debatable, okay? So it really does need some looking into. So I really am asking any of you guys who are working in the hotel sector, can you email me to let me know exactly what you're seeing? Now, I'm suspecting quite a few of you are, or you know people who are. So today I've done an Intel update video, and it looks like, honestly, the amount of emails that I'm getting, it's going to be like a daily thing all this week. It's just too much to put in there. I mean, I could sit here and do a 4-hour live stream every other night, and it wouldn't cover all of the emails. This is just my own research and some emails. And the comments and stuff is another thing. There is a hell of a lot going on. And like I said, a perfect storm. So you've got these immigrant stroke soldiers over here. Well, thanks for that. I just saw a mad donation there. That was from Julie. Thanks for that. I seriously appreciate it. That's a lot of money. I appreciate that, Julie. You're a star. Thank you very much. So yeah, all of these soldiers, immigrants, people, whatever you want to call it, and it's a big issue in the hotel chain in the UK right now as I'm talking, all right? They would have no problem at all following orders and enforcing roadblocks and all that sort of thing, and making sure people stay in their houses with curfew and all of that sort of thing. Yes, this is an absolute possibility, okay? It really is a possibility. So they would have no problems doing that, whereas our own soldiers and stuff would have a massive problem keeping law and order, civil unrest across the UK. But all of these people from Ukraine and the Middle East, etc., trust me, they're just going to do as they're told. It's not their country. They don't really care about you or me. All right. So it'll be a lot easier for them to roll with this. Okay. So yeah, you're not looking at that. You're looking at riots as well. And like I said about on the live stream, which I took down because it was highly hot, the 15-minute cities. Now, some of you guys know what I'm talking about there. That's going to need a lot of security to run and control those zones and regions. All right. So when you think about it, all of these guys at the hotels all over the country, and there are probably hundreds of thousands of them right now. All right. You can see how it's all going to gel together. Also, the issue, lockdowns, etc., that sort of thing. These people, I suspect, could be used. Now, I've also had reports of lots of people, foreign people. I don't know how else to say it without upsetting anyone, but let's just say foreign people not born in this country coming over here at a massive rate, involved with the United Nations or under the guise of the UN. Okay, so it really is looking quite frightening. And before we crack on to the next bit about the stock markets and stuff, let me just add this piece of my own mind onto this topic which we're talking about right now. And that is, when I say a perfect storm, okay, all of this mass immigration that's been happening for some time now, I'm sure most of us are aware of it now, in the UK, it's already adding to a failing country. And it really hurts me to say that, but the UK is a failing country. We've got elected and unelected officials running the show, all right? And it's putting a drain on all resources, okay? When the NHS is absolutely, I don't know how it's still operating, if I'm being honest. And I know lots of you guys watching right now have had appointments cancelled, etc. They go there and the waiting lists are insane. And loads of other things, a shortage of antibiotics, which we're going to come to a bit later in this live stream. All of these things, okay? So not only are you putting a drain and a strain on the NHS, you're putting a drain and a strain on the transport sector, okay? So there's more people on buses, there's more people on trains, there's more vehicles on the road, okay? And all the time this is happening, there's less and less and less police in the UK. Lots of people are resigning from their positions. I knew 3 active serving police officers in the last 12 months, and now there is only 1. 2 of them have already left, okay, because of stress, PTSD, and the pure hypocrisy of it all, okay? And don't get me started on that LGTB stuff or whatever it's called. That is heavily involved in this too, and it explains a lot of reasons why lots of police are leaving the UK. So think about it. NHS, big strain, almost about to go under. The transport network, massive, also under huge stress. What about schools? You know, there's lots of families coming in and being born over here. They've all got to go to schools, doctors, dentists. Don't even get me started on dentists. I mean, how many of you guys have had to visit a dentist within the last 6 months with a tooth pain? Okay, you try finding an NHS dentist and how difficult it is. It's happened to me. It's been a nightmare. So you've got a raging toothache, you phone 111, and guess what? You've got a 45-minute wait before you even speak to someone. And then when you do, that conversation could be 45 minutes as well. Then you'll get a call back for 4 hours if you're lucky. And then they're going to say, we're going to try and call you tomorrow and arrange an appointment. They phone tomorrow and they say the earliest you've got at the end of the week. So you've got like 5 days of raging toothache to be seen. And that is just from my own personal experience. Now, I know lots of you guys are getting the very same thing. And it's just not on. The amount of money that we've all spent in NHS contributions or national insurance contributions. And look what we're getting back. It's insane. Now, I know some of you guys have been emailing me as well and saying some of these immigrant people who are coming over here, they're getting paid £175 a day or a week or whatever it is. They're getting free boards, they're getting free meals a day, and they're getting the benefits and all the rest of it. Also, apparently, I can't confirm this, but I am being told that they are getting preferential treatment. They're being fast-tracked within the NHS. Now, that's not a good thing, because what that's going to do is that's adding to this perfect storm right now, okay? So it really is getting thin out there, all right? It's not bloody good at all. That's what I'm saying. It's just all coming together at the same time. And woe betide anyone of you watching right now believe that all of this is by chance. If you think all of these are coincidences and not related at all, there's nothing more I can do to you. I'm really sorry, but you're going to be on your own. Okay. Let me tell you this, all of this is part of a long thought out plan, and it's all coming together slowly over time. Now, I know lots of you guys agree with what I'm saying here. Some of you won't. As I'm saying, if you don't agree with it or don't, you really need to do some research and you need to get skates on, because it's happening. I mean, what do you think's been happening since 2020? A hell of a lot. There's been more changes in the UK and indeed the global society in the last 2 years than there has been over 100 years. And it's only going to get worse. No one's going to come out of the sky and make it all better. It's not going to happen. No one's coming to help you. You've got to do it yourself. That's why prepping is prepping. Okay. So now we're moving along to the stock market. You know, when I say about the perfect storm, I might be saying that a few times in this live stream, hence the urgency of this, right? Now, from what I've been understanding and what I've been led to believe for some of the guys out there, some market insiders are seeing stock withdrawals from lots of companies and indeed individual traders too. Okay, so that has been happening of a big upturn in the last 2 weeks. Now, something's happened within the last 2 weeks until now, but that trend is growing. All right. Now we're seeing the same sort of things happen before the 1929 stock market crash. Exactly the same things are happening. So also, like I said about the perfect storm, you're looking at China and Russia are no longer using US dollars. Okay. Now, if you look at the value of the US dollar, it's shrinking at a scary rate. It really is. And when you consider the global currency is the US dollar, right? Some people are putting the dollar value at 6 cents a dollar, maybe less now. So what does that tell you? Okay, the dollar is shrinking, the dollar is disappearing, and when that goes, everything goes. Now, some people think 2025 central bank digital currency looks like it is going to be staying to plan on there. So between now and 2025, it isn't that long away now. So, but some people are saying at the rate that the stock market is fluctuating heavily in the last 2 weeks, some people are saying that it's looking like it could crash over Christmas. Now, this could be possible, and it is scary to think that, but it's usually when things like this happen, it's always over holidays. When you look at what the Federal Reserve done over Woodrow Wilson back in the day, if you don't know your past, you're not going to know your future. Look into Woodrow Wilson, the Federal Reserve Act. Read into that, and you'll sort of try and catch up a little bit from where I'm coming from. Okay. Exactly the same trends are happening now and what did back then. Now that should scare you if you know what I'm talking about. Okay, it's not very nice, it really isn't. And with this going ahead, this will affect the housing market and indeed the property and real estate sectors. So this looks like it could trigger a crash. Historically, it's happened before. Now looking into this, they're saying that 1 in 10 who are selling properties are doing so at a much reduced rate. Now, this has been the fastest sweep since 2015. Okay, so 1 in 10 properties, they're slashing their prices to get a sale because they're getting worried out there from what's happening. Now, the problem is, so when analysts have looked into this data and the scale and the speed of these figures, which are coming out now, they were saying that when this reaches 4%, so we're looking at 4 houses out of 10, when they are heavily reducing their rates, that's going to trigger an exponential curve, which will crash the market sooner than you think. Now, that's scary. It really is. And it will happen fast. Okay. We're not talking weeks, we're talking days, maybe 2 days. Okay. And that's conservative. When these things take off, when you consider the amount of debt which is out there, it's all linked. All right. And it's bloody frightening. I'm not joking it. So yeah, the markets will react and the shares will go absolutely nuts. Now, some of you guys I know watching right now, you dabble in the stock market and you put it in the chat and in the comments if you're watching on the replay. Tell me what you've been seeing in the last few weeks. It's been volatile AF. It really, really is. And some people say we're heading towards a bear market. So you've got bearish and bullish. A bear market is insane when that thing's happened, when you look at the troughs. Okay. Now, some people say when that rallies, you could see stock market price drops with 36%. Now that is an unattainable figure. When that stuff starts happening, it really is a pain in the backside. It's ridiculous, all right? So it looks like pretty much all of the things that we've been preparing for Some of us years, I've been doing this since like 2010, something like that. Some of you guys have only been doing it for a few days. It's insane. And some people have been doing it a lot longer than me, okay? Also, like I said earlier, with the influx of the immigration putting a strain on the NHS, this sort of rings round, like I said, I'd mentioned as well. Lots of doctors are holding off prescribing antibiotics. Not only doctors, but dentists too. Now, this actually happened to me when I eventually got around to seeing a dentist a few months ago. All right. Do you remember the amoxicillin capsules? 500 milligrams usually. And I think you get 5 or 7 days worth course. So you got 3 of them a day or whatever it is, 3 times a day. And the last time I went there, they had to be reduced to 250 milligram capsules. So I've got more quantities, but a much weaker content of antibiotic. Now, it's crazy when you start looking into why that is, because there's a nationwide stockpile all set at 500 milligrams. Now they are being dipped into the 250 milligrams because it looks like the 500 milligram, the basic stock level, which the government held for the NHS, is pretty much gone or disappearing. All right. Some of you guys will probably understand this if you've been using or getting antibiotics recently. All right. You would have noticed this as well, just as I did. And that prompted me to research into this. And some of the stuff I've been digging up is bloody frightening. And lots of it is all being blamed on lockdowns in China, all right, in the Red Dragon country, should we say. So what you're looking at there is availability is low because what's coming out of China is pretty much stopped, or production's been cut heavily. So there's nothing coming into the UK. And like I said before, all of the immigrants that are over here, okay, they're probably using antibiotics as well. So when you've got a certain stock level for the UK with a massive influx of people, lots of people getting ill because of lots of different things, shall we say, lots of people needing antibiotics and wanting to see their dentist and all this sort of thing. And there's not that much of them about. Now, we've been hearing, now I know personally, this girl, is going to remain nameless. Okay, she's works in a pharmacy, and the stuff I've been hearing from her is insane. It's very, very difficult to source mass bulk levels of antibiotics through the NHS. So it is starting to sort of paint this really scary picture. All right. Now, also, I've been getting a few emails from some people I know, some of them I don't know. All right. And obviously, they're remaining anonymous for obvious reasons. All right. Some people that they've been hearing, they're sourcing their antibiotics from overseas because they just literally can't get them in the UK. No matter how hard they try through doctors or dentists, there's a shortage and they're trying to put off. And in fact, lots of dentists now, they're actually prescribing penicillin rather than antibiotics. Now, that is a scary thing, okay? Penicillin is okay, but it's nowhere near as good as amoxicillin for killing off bacterial infection, especially in the mouth region, all right? So not only that, they're getting their amoxicillin from India and the Middle East, and some people are getting from the Far East as well. I've been hearing Philippines as well. So, yes, that's pretty bonkers. And also, like I said before, the rail strikes. Now, this has affected me personally. My father was due to come up here for over Christmas. And from what is looking into the transport hubs regarding the rail networks, it's not happening. So I now have to travel all the way down to Portsmouth to pick them up because of these strikes. So what we're going to do now is we are going to look at a shared screen, okay? And let me just show you exactly what is going on. So here we go then. We're on the shared screen and look at what you're seeing now. It's all highlighted around this area. Industrial action for December 2022. This is at a national level. Strike action will affect the Network Rail nationally for the following dates. So these have actually gone, which was the 13th and the 14th of December. So you're looking at 24th. So you're looking 24th all the way to the 27th of December. That's the RMT Union. And also you're looking at the 16th and the 17th. So that's just passed as well from the RMT. Lots of these incidences are really spiraling, okay? They're going all over the place. But we're not out of the woods yet because look at January. If you can see what I'm highlighting there, it's exactly the same circumstances. So the 3rd and the 4th of January, the 6th and the 7th of January, no trains, all right? It really is bloody bonkers. And there's lots of other things. Some of these were called off, okay, back in November, but obviously they weren't getting what they want, so it's gone right up over until January now. So it's not just a simple thing, all right. So indeed, that is not looking good. Right, back into the room. So also, you're looking at that as well. So we've got big problems. You know, I said about the perfect storm, and this month leading up to Christmas, and indeed over Christmas until the New Year, ain't looking bloody damn good at all. So you've got the rail strikes as well. Also roadworks. Now, when I mentioned on a few live streams ago, the highways agencies, they're planning lots of strikes over the Christmas period as well. Unfortunately, I haven't got the information with me. I said it on a few live streams ago, so you might need to rewatch some of those and look at the data. I think it's towards the end of one of the live streams, so you can find it quickly. It's got all of the dates of all of these. So when you see all of these strikes and going on with the roadworks, so the roadworks are set up, all of the traffic cones are laid out, they're starting to dig a hole. They're literally just going to walk off the job and leave traffic in a chaos, right? Seriously is. Also, airports. So again, we're going to go on to the share screen. With airports, that's another thing. So we look at this Civil Aviation Authority as highlighted here. In this area, if you can see that on the screen, the UK Civil Aviation Authority has urged passengers to plan their travels and know their rights ahead of Border Force strike action this month. As if we didn't have enough, Border Force staff are to strike on multiple days over the Christmas period at Birmingham Airport, Cardiff Airport, Gatwick Airport, Glasgow Airport, Heathrow Airport, Manchester, and Port of Newhaven too. In the event of delays and cancellations, airlines have an obligation to look after their passengers. This can include providing food and drink proportionate to the length of delay. So you need to look into what you actually get. If it was me and you could feel you're going to be affected in this, take food and stuff with you, as well as accommodation if passengers are delayed overnight. Right, I don't know what happened there. So I hope you guys are still with me. We had a technical hitch there. So yes, hopefully it's all looking good now. So yeah, I'm not going to be doing any more share screens if that's what happens. Right, so let me know if I'm coming in clear because that was a bit of a bonkers thing. So like I said, with this perfect storm, and this could be literally, all right, snow. Now, there is a few out there. Now, I haven't had time to look into this because this was very recent, like not long before I come on air. Now, some long-range snow forecasts are predicting that there's going to be multiple regions within the UK who are going to be expecting heavy, yes, heavy snow from Christmas Eve. Now, when you add that onto all of the rest of the stuff, okay, so the travel is going to be a nightmare, okay, lots of strikes going on, etc. All right. And don't think you're going to be posting stuff. So if you're ordering anything online with Royal Mail, good luck with buying anything online at the moment. You probably missed the boat right now and left it too late. When you had snow, you physically can't get from A to B. All of that. Also, we've mentioned power cuts in previous live streams as well. Now, some people I know have had power cuts recently. I've not had one myself. We've been pretty good up here. So, but it's not to say that it's not happening, right? So let me see. Someone says something about bandwidth. No, I don't know about that. I've got good internet at the moment. So yeah, I don't know what happened there. Anyway, let's not get waylaid on what happened. We're running now. I'm waiting for this to focus. Why does that do that? It's probably because it's a bit moody lighting in there. Right. So yeah, all of that sort of stuff is all coming together. Now, recently, me and a few friends of mine, like you probably saw on the live stream the other day on Friday, we went out and done a great camp, and driving there and back, especially coming back, the ice on the roads is treacherous. Okay, so You could be logging at majority of the UK at a standstill. Can't literally move anywhere because of heavy snow, all of the strikes with transport. You can't post anything because the Royal Mail strikes. All of these things are happening. Lots of people are worrying about the stock market. That could actually crash over Christmas and reset a lot of things. That's bloody scary because a lot of pensions are involved in that. All right, so all of these things happening. Also, the nurses are on strike. So if you get ill and you need to see someone urgently, there's 300,000 nurses who aren't going to be at their posts whilst they're striking. All of these things are happening at the same time. And most people are talking about football in the World Cup. Really? Okay, that's fine. If you want to just forget about the world and watch people kicking football around, great. Man, I used to be a football fan. I was a massive football fan. Well, let me tell you, in 2008, when I woke up, when I realised all sport is just entertainment and it's just pointless numbers, doesn't mean anything. My city's better than yours, blah, blah, blah. I've got more points than you. That's the sort of thing you see in school. In my eyes, it's ridiculous. I've got more important things to do with my time and repair rather than wasting my time watching football. So there you go. That's just a little tiny rant from me. Yeah, there you go. So, snow. How many of you guys have had snow where you are? Now, we had some of it up here, right? And some of it was not too bad. But the problem we had, whoa, there's a donation just come in. Oh, that's Queen. Queen, honestly. Queen of NoHo, CA, California. God bless you, my dear. Please check out Catherine Austin Fitz' recent YouTube video titled BVB 2022. Yeah, I remember to check that out, actually. Thank you very much for that. Someone's saying I'm gone. Am I still broadcasting? I hope so. Let me know if it is. So now we've got some of the news out of the way. We need to see what's going on in the chat where you are. So like I said at the foot of the video, if anyone can help with getting some firewood to a good friend of mine in the Swindon area, please email me below. It's really important. If just one person says, yep, I can get him a van load or a 1-ton trailer full delivered to his house, I will pay, because the donations here are literally going to help towards that. Okay. Also, some of you guys donating on PayPal as well. That seriously does help too. It really, really does, because I'm telling you one thing, without you guys, I can't really do this, because, you know, some of you guys know I am not getting any benefits whatsoever, not getting any help from the government. And this is my main job. So whilst we've been on air, we've had a donation from Steve. I'm not going to mention full names because it's just not on. And also from Hillary as well. Thank you very much indeed for that. That seriously is welcome. And what we usually do at the foot of the live streams is we want to know exactly where 1,877 of you in the chat right now, whereabouts are you guys from? It's really cool. Greetings, John. How are you, mate? Man, I'll tell you what is it, John? Every time I get some free time and come over and pay you a visit, you're not there. And when you're available, I'm so busy, I literally can't leave the house. But I will get around to seeing you, mate. I really hope it's around Christmas, before Christmas. If not, it will be between Christmas and the New Year's. Guarantee it. I will see you before the end of the year, guaranteed. Okay, man, I owe you, brother. And yep, that's another guy we tried to help out as well with his solar setup. Slave to No Man is in the chat right now. So yeah, anyone who's got any information about how to fix solar issues with it tripping out and stuff like that is in the chat right now. It's all good in the hood. So let me go and see who is watching this. Whereabouts are you guys? No, I'm scrolling up now because there's a lot. I'll tell you what. Wow, 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 wow. This is from Black Fang Werewolf. Keep up the good work. Thank you, brother. I'll try my best. I believe I'm put on this earth to help as many people as possible, and God gave me this gift to do this, and I'm doing it. I'm doing it. My goodness, how many people? This is really. I've scrolled enough, and it's still coming. The first person is Mary Robinson, who said she's from Sussex, and that was at 8:34. That was 1 minute, and I don't know. It's probably about 300 messages since then. So we're going to look. Yeah, also, Pilgrim Prepper, well done for you. It looks like you're from the US of A. Hey, hop. Also, mods are awesome on his channel. Really, really good. So we got Cumbria. Let me see. If I click in that, oh, no, that's too fast. Surrey, London, Pembrokeshire, Glasgow, North Devon, North Yorkshire. That's Emily. She's up in North Yorkshire. Who else have we got? We got Val, FL, Orlando. That's Florida, I believe. I'm getting good at this because the Americans, when they got all these states, they put like 2 letters, and some of them is easy to understand, and some of them are a bit confusing. So we got Julie, from St Helens there. This is interesting. Where's Malvern? That's Julia Molina. That's a nice name. Malvern. I'm not sure where. Is that West Country somewhere? Forest of Dean. There's loads of you guys. Let's see. Let's go abroad, shall we? Because we've got lots in the UK as expected. Engineered to Succeed. My brother from across the pond is in Midwest United States of America right now. I'm glad you're watching, mate, because I know you're busy doing firewood out there. Let me see, what else have we got? We've got Deborah from London. Hey, Deborah, how you doing? I hope you're well. Let me see. Seabreeze Designs from Dorset. Emma, wow, you're from Mid Wales. I'm not too far from Bilf Wales. So, yeah, that'd be cool to see you one day. Let me see. We got someone from Brighton. Wow. Oh, my God, look at this. We got someone from Canada, Louise Bale. How awesome is that? Let me see. Cornish Cowboy, Lisgard. Hey, dude. Who have we got here? Devon, beautiful part of the world. Oh, check it out. We got Crazy Backyard Chicken Man. Man, I love you, bro. Check out that beard. You're doing something right there. Kentucky in the house. Word up. That's really cool to see. Then we got Jack from Eastern States. Who have we got here? We got Jesus Loves Me. Amen. Look at that. Upstate New York, behind enemy lines. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Who have we got? We got Chrissy from South Wales. Manford. Wow, this is incredible, you guys. You're from all over the place. Unbelievable. Now, this is awesome. Now, look at this. We've got someone from Italy. Italiano. Mamma mia, what the hell are you doing, mama? That's from Pamela. That's cool. Who have we got here? Oh, look at this. Andrew, lucky boy, Loch Lomond. What a beautiful part of the world. Oh, I've got a good friend who lives up there. Oh, check him out. 4x4 fella in the house. He's from Essex, mate. Know what I mean, son? Keep it loose, geezer. 4x4 fella, moderator. Also, he does YouTube videos. Click on his name, it'll take you to his channel. That's seriously good. Oh, wow. Bo. Now, Bo, bloody hell hot sauce. If you like your hot sauce, check out that guy there. Okay, he's on the Isle of Wight. It's an age-old family vegan, good quality hot sauce. All right, made in the United Kingdom by an American guy. Bo's an awesome guy. So click on to his YouTube channel. It will take you through social media outlets on his YouTube channel there. Who else have we got here? Oh, here we go. We got someone near Swindon. That's Toro. If you know anyone who can deal with firewood, can you send me an email? The email address is below this video. That really, really helps. Reality check, Pembrokeshire. I've not been there yet. It's supposed to be quite nice down there. Who else have we got? Wow, look at that. We've got someone overseas in Belfast. Karen. How's it going in Northern Ireland? I've heard it's a bit tough with some of the Garda that's going on. They've got their own issues going on, especially with the issue in 2020. That was a bit rough, apparently. We got a guy. I'm gonna say from London. Good to see you, sir. Or madam. I'm not really sure. Lynn, hi. She's from Texas. Oh, you guys are from all over the place. Look at that. We've even got someone, Richard, all the way from New Zealand. Look at that cat face. How cool is that? Wow, 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 wow. It's amazing. Amazing. Lots from Cornwall. We've got another one from Cornwall. Lady Fisher. Oh, hello, my lady. Welcome aboard. You guys make awesome pasties and no one can beat that. Also, we got someone from Texas, Masami. That's nice. From Silly. Wow, this is so cool. Missouri, US. That's from Shana. Look at that cute kid in the picture there. I like that. Check it out. Wicked. So, all right, then. So, we're going through, honestly, I could sit here all day just reading out different countries, but it does seem that we've got a lot of people from all around the world. Now, let me find out what's been going on with the weather where you are. Now, recently, I think we had, as predicted, like I said ages ago on the live streams, all right, we had about 10 days of sub-zero, really cold weather out here in the mountains. And the nearest postcode, which I can get data information regarding the weather, is about 5 miles away, and it's a lot lower down. It's a good like few hundred feet lower than where we are. Plus, we're exposed up here on a mountain slope. It's a lot more harsh up here. And let me tell you, it stayed white everywhere for the entire 10 days. And it only went today when it started raining. Have you guys had some mad winds today? Let me tell you this, it's been bonkers and berserk outside. And the rain as well, we've had really heavy rain. So I'm going to have to go out and check at the back there where the farm is, because we had some drainage work done. And if that stuff starts getting crazy, oh, hello there. I just saw something. Happy Christmas at Metallic Reality. Is Metallic on here? Yeah, there she is. Awesome. We've got another moderator in the house. She has to be off now. Oh, I've only just seen her. Never mind. Anyway, hello, goodbye. I hope you're well. Have a nice time. Right, so yeah, here we go. Check it out. No way. That's just gone. Oh, Lee from the Bug Out. Hi, mate. Lee's here. Carlos is here too. Yeah, I'm sorry. I haven't been looking at the chat because I've been reading out all of the news earlier. So I'm only now finding out who's on it. So look at this. -11 where I am in South Wales. Is that right now? Seriously? Wow. That's insane. Look at that. We got like 13C. Are you sure -11? Because it's +11 here. And yeah, we've had some snow and noise for 10 days. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Oh, check this out. This guy's from Houston, Texas. I'll tell you what, I've been saying this for months now. Texas in the United States is Zion. That will be the last state to fall in the US. God bless Texas. That's all I'm saying. Everyone in Texas, I love them. Oh, Lars, -20 in Sweden. -20. Yeah, I know what -20 feels like. And let me tell you this, if you've got any exposed skin for more than a couple of minutes, especially with wind, goodbye skin. That's all I'm going to say. It's serious. Okay? Get your eggs in and freeze them. Oh, wow. So when we see, we've got, checking out, this is from Suffolk. Oh, so that's down in the southeast, mid 10 degrees. Yeah, it looks like it has warmed up, but we've got heavy, heavy rain and we've had some massive winds. This is interesting. We've had an Arctic blast come into Texas. Now, Lynn, have you had any snow in Texas yet? I've been hearing lots of reports, and I've got friends all over the US, and they said the weather in the last month or so has been bonkers, really bonkers. Some of the snow out there has just been, dumped from a great height. It seriously is not looking good at all. So let me see. There we go. Alfie is saying -15 on a school run. Wow, -13. That's insane. Right, here we go. Now check this out. A lot of volt. Do you know what? I got an app a while ago, and I was prompted to a really good friend of mine. Some of you guys might remember him or know him on YouTube. His name is Bibles and Barbells. A really good guy, Anthony. And I think on Instagram he's called Big Ant or something like that. Is a seriously good guy from Carolina now. He was in Florida and he's moved. And he's heavy into his belief and his body. Okay, he really has got an amazing physique, does a lot of strength work. And he told me about this app about earthquakes and volcanoes. And I'll tell you this much, I don't know about you guys if you've got similar things, but my phone has been blowing up daily for the last 10 days or so. Now, what have you guys been hearing about volcanoes and earthquakes? Yes, I know. All right, okay, I'm not stupid. I know that volcanoes and earthquakes happen all the way around the world for years, have done. And maybe it's only because we've got technology now to get that instant information. But even with that said, there has been a massive increase in that, okay, and it has been recent as well. Now, some of you guys are probably aware of the grand solar minimum. If you haven't heard of the grand solar minimum, I suggest you start researching, because that, I believe, is what's behind lots of what we're seeing with our weather patterns here on planet Earth, okay? Don't believe all of that climate nonsense, okay? It's a big con. It's all linked, like some of you guys already know. So yeah, I think it's directly related to the sun of what's going on right now, and it has been doing that for eons. All right. So we got someone over in Cali, that's 62 Fahrenheit. Well, that's a bit cool for Cali this time of year, surely. That's scary. Wow, look at that. Minus 40 tonight. Brian, where are you from? Minus 40 C. I don't even want to imagine what that feels like. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Did you see the prepper piece on Sky News? Yeah. Loads of people messaged me to say Lee from the Bug Out has been on Sky News. And I was like, oh, no, no, please, not the mainstream. And yeah, there's a couple of lunatics on there with prepping and showing all of this stuff. Loads of them are anonymous, but Lee decided to join it. As a business perspective, I'll get it. But as always, they always put a bad slant on it. Because when you look at the wordage or the verbiage in it, when they say stockpiling, stocking up, all of these key words, okay? And then when you look at the reporter's face, he says, do you really think something's going to happen? All of this, it's really condescending. So yes, I did see it. And I'll be honest, it left a bad taste in my mouth because like someone sent me an email about it saying that's absolutely going to start triggering like panic buying when they go out to the supermarket. So when we go out and we gradually do our preps, you know, if stuff like that starts going out on mainstream, what's the mainstream going to do? Oh my God, look, people are stockpiling up. Maybe we should. And guess what? When we're slowly starting adding to our stocks and building our stocks, when we go there, loads of things, especially some of the items shown in there, like bacon grill and spam, I wouldn't be surprised if you're starting to see shortages on that soon because of that mainstream Sky broadcast. But I suppose when you boil it away, it was going to happen sooner rather than later. That yeah, the mainstream starts to find out about us preppers. It is what it is. You can't do nothing about it. As I say, it's just a matter of time. So it's happened, and yeah, we're going to be monitoring the situation as regards panic buying from now on. I just hope it's not going to trigger stuff before Christmas, because lots of preppers are joining the community recently and they need to get stocks. Now, when the mainstream sheep starts panicking and buying loads of, you know, trolley loads full of baked beans and stuff, you know, it's really going to put the new preppers at a disadvantage. So that's my 10p on that. What else have we got here? Someone says they've been having 11 in Wrexham. Yeah, it's pretty much across the board now. Oh, Lee from the Bug Out. Speaking of Lee, there he is. Did you enjoy your time with Roach and Mice Wyman? Yeah, absolutely, mate. We went out and done an overnighter. I've got to find time to edit it. I'll try and do that tomorrow. It's been great. You know, I've known them two guys since 2012, and we go way back. So it is really good to have a catch up, get a lot of stuff off our chest, put the words to right, that sort of thing. So yeah, mate. Yeah, we had a great time, and also, you know, they come here for the live stream. I mean, I can't believe Roach just literally walked in with his dog, which I had no idea he was coming. So we had to cater for that as well. Oh, it was bonkers, but it was really good. So we're only just starting to sort of get back to normality now, because the whole place has been an absolute all up and down. So yeah, Lee, we had a great time. Thanks, brother, for asking. If I find timely, I'll try and get down to the shop before Christmas. There's a hell of a lot going on, but I do remember you've done a post about when you're opening and closing, so I'm gonna have to look through your Instagram feed, mate, and see when you're going to be open, because I don't want to drive all the way down and find out you're shut. So there we go. Someone is saying it's 7 degrees in Glasgow. Ooh, nasty, not very nice. So someone was saying, okay, it's minus 25 on my motorbike with wind chill. Yeah, that's another thing I mentioned on a video as well. When you take into account how cold and how windy it is out there, say the wind's coming from this direction like this, and you're driving in this direction, all right? So you're going 60 miles an hour like this, and the wind's going 30 miles an hour. You combine that two together, that is a massive cold wind chill, right? And when that hits your windscreen, right, and you've got grit on there from the roads and whatever else and bits of dirt and stuff, you go to your screen wash. Listen to me, be very, very careful. And I'm only saying this because it happened to this old guy I used to know. Like I said on another live stream, he was up in Liverpool on a funeral when the Beast from the East, which I think was 2018, was it? Not long ago, really. And he had minus 15 or minus 20, whatever it was, screen wash. He squirted on there and it froze instantly because of the combined rate of speed with the wind coming towards him and the direction he's traveling against it. Okay, froze instantly. Very dangerous, especially if you're on a main road or a motorway. Okay, all of a sudden you squirt out and you can't see it freezes. What's going to happen? You're going to have to slow down. You might panic. You hit the brakes. Someone goes into behind you. Guess what? Big problem. I was fortunate enough to have a good contact in Germany who sent me over to minus 70 Celsius screen wash. Right, so that's going to be going in my vehicle soon. I'm trying to time it so I use up all my crappy screen wash because January, February next 2 months are going to be really cold. So I'm keeping it for that. Okay, that's my advice. Here we go. Carlos, good to see you, brother. Carlos, listen, did you manage to contact my friend in Brecon about the solar? Send me a text. All right, I can't receive it right now, but I'll read it after the live stream and I'll try and get you guys hooked up. Because as far as I'm aware, Carlos is still struggling, but I don't know. Everyone's so busy because I guess Christmas is just around the corner, etc. So over in Houston, we'll be below freezing for a couple of days. That's Patty over there. So let me see. People are in the chat. Just here we go. Check this out. Dick, well, I said geoengineering. Like I said, okay, yeah, we've got the grand solar minimum, but there are artificial forces at play which are turning our weather into what it's turning into. Okay, now we could go conspiratorial. Some guys know, some don't. But if you look into HAARP, which is HAARP, the High Aurora Advanced Research Project, that's been going on for many years now. It was developed to aid farming in Ethiopia when it had droughts. So it's got cloud seeding, so you can create clouds, you can create rain, and it will help the crops and help the people. Well, guess what? As soon as that pattern was proven, the US military took over that, bought it out, and they used it. They reverse engineered it and they vaulted it. And what they've discovered is that they can fire high-powered beams up into the ionosphere, bounce down, and concentrate heat in certain depths to do all sorts of things. It's an incredible piece of engineering. And this was 40, 50 years ago now. So you can imagine how that's advanced over time. So basically you can heat up water in the sea. And when water heats up in the sea, in certain parts of the world with the currents, etc., it does something to the weather. It makes stuff go round, clouds, basically hurricanes. That's how hurricanes start. Okay, so you look at the west coast of Africa, it drifts across the Atlantic, slams into the Gulf of Mexico, and pretty much you can imagine some evil, twisted, horrible person literally guiding that force with a joystick to wherever they want. And if you think I'm talking BS, that's fine. It's not until you start digging really deep and look into this stuff how powerful geoengineering actually is. Oh, let me put an out in there. I don't think I'm going to be having a beer tonight because it's a weekday and I don't like drinking when I'm working during the week. Oh, this is cool. Oh, wow. Andrew, thank you very much indeed for that donation on PayPal, sir. That's incredible. OMG. Wow. Dude, seriously good. So, yes, what else can we look at on here? No, oh, I nearly did then, but I'm not going to. No, here we go. Now, you could go deep into this, but pole shifts, yeah. Now, if you look at where the North Pole is and you look at how fast and how far that is moving, magnetic north, right? If you don't know nothing about this and you start looking at it, it will blow your mind. It will blow your mind. It really does, okay? So yeah, magnetic north is shifting. All right, it's a scary thing. I don't want to panic lots of people, so we're not going to talk about that anymore. Let me see. Dick again. Emmanuel Velikovsky. Yep, got all of his books in hardback. Read them all, and the guy's a legend. I don't care what people said about him. I believe in that man, and he was a very, very, very clever and very well-appointed man. Emmanuel Velikovsky, God rest his soul. What an amazing person he was. And if any of you guys don't know who Emmanuel Velikovsky is, look into him seriously. So as we're scrolling through the comments now, Emma, yeah, definitely, it's definitely involved. Definitely involved. There's no way it's not involved. Right. So what are we looking at now? Eddie, you're absolutely right, mate. On point. It's all got a part to play. Now, let me see if I can. Oh, I don't know how to do this. Banner. I'll see if I can post a comment. I've not done this on live stream with me before, so I'm going to. There we go. I've just done a comment there, and I can't pin it. But Archaics, right? Archaics is an amazing YouTube channel. Jason Breshears. So if you really want to know about real history, not the stuff that we've all been told, look into this guy. It will absolutely make you rethink everything, and it's absolutely addictive, right? Worlds in Collision, Eddie. Yeah, absolutely. Good book. And but yeah, Archaics, honestly, seriously worth looking into. Jason Breshears, and yeah, it will definitely make you rethink. In fact, Graham Hancock. Now, most people, I'm presuming, have heard of Graham Hancock. He's probably been on Ancient Aliens and stuff like that. Okay, all of that mainstream BS, possibly, right? Graham Hancock. Now, Jason Breshears has absolutely debunked everything he's said. All right. So yeah, like myself, all right. I used to think a lot of the stuff that Graham Hancock was saying was absolutely on point. But when you look into what Jason's saying, right, there's absolutely, when you go back to every single source piece of what he's saying, there's no information there. It's just hypothesis. There's no factual basis to it. Now, a quick, brief introduction into Jason Breshears of Archaics. He spent 27 years in prison, right, a long time ago now, and he sort of read really old historical books every single day for 28 years. And the stuff that is uncovered and debunked, blow your mind. Now, this channel is growing at a rate of knots. He's getting such a big following now. Here we go. I'm going to put it right there. That's it now. Archaics. So if you get that write that word, write it down on a piece of paper or whatever it is, type it into your phone if you can. Go on and look at that guy's YouTube channel and look at the videos on there. Now, he has done a big playlist about the Phoenix phenomenon. The Phoenix phenomenon, how he pins it, and that he believes on May the 16th, 2040, this planet's gone and everyone on it. Okay. Yes, real scary stuff. And it all goes through cycles. Okay. And just this, I'm not going to go into depths about what the Phoenix phenomena is. I suggest you watch them because there's a hell of a lot to take in. And it's a different ecliptic to some people, what they're thinking about Planet X, maybe. This is different. It's not Nibiru. Totally different. From the northern ecliptic, from what the Phoenix phenomenon is coming from, not the southern ecliptic, where the South Pole Telescope looks at Planet X, right? Which is different. On an elliptical orbit around the solar system and beyond. And yes, it's proper out there, okay? So yeah, be interesting to see what you guys thinking about that, because there's yeah, honestly, lots of the Graham Hancock stuff has been really like whomped. There you go. Simon, awesome. Thank you very much. Whether you're subscribing to me or Archaics, man, we're both grateful, totally grateful. Yeah, lots of the ancient alien stuff is being debunked as well now, which is a shock to me. And let me tell you this much as well. Are any of you guys familiar with the psychological term cognitive dissonance? Cognitive dissonance, what that basically means when you boil away the P is whatever challenges your belief, you just literally just no. You won't look into it. So I myself, I really did believe in all the ancient aliens and blah 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 blah. But honestly, what this Archaics guy is digging up about all of that, it's very very hard to prove any of that, and a lot of it is just conjecture. Right, a lot of it is just theories and opinions. There's no real solid basis proof, and a lot of it has been faked over time. So it really does make you believe. If the ancient alien stuff on the History Channel, if it was so truthful, do you think the powers that be would just let it run on the mainstream? Probably not. So yeah, have a think about that. All right, seriously. I mean, it's never too late to change your opinion. All right, and don't feel bad thinking, "Oh my God, I've had it wrong all these years." It's fine. We're all learning. We're all waking up at different times. Okay, so don't feel too bad if something comes along and challenges your belief. Step back, absorb it all right, let it sit for a while, and then start looking into it to see what you actually think. That's what I do. I mean, you do what you want, but I don't think most people are going to know the truth, right? So yeah, crazy. Anyway, yeah, we're going a bit crazy off at a tangent there. So yeah, it's funny. Yeah, it's the here and now you should focus on. Yeah, to a point, but if you're focusing on the here and now, you're not prepping for tomorrow. So go figure. What else? Let me see. Now, this is interesting. A staged alien invasion coming. Now, that really is a 50-50 thing. And to be honest, with the technology out there, with holographics and stuff like that, and all of this sort of stuff, it's highly possible. Whether it will, whether it won't. But I do believe that during my research into all this outlandish stuff a long time ago, if and when this happens, it will literally be the last throw of the dice for the powers that be, because that will signify that they are losing control, and this thing will trump the lot, and it will make a lot of people go, whoa. So yeah, maybe it will, maybe it won't, but who knows. It's interesting to see. Yeah, there's a few people left because some people don't like talking about this sort of stuff. So yeah, it's absolutely fine. Oh, there we go. My man, Run to the Woods. Anyone seen Graham Hancock? Yeah. Look into Archaics, mate. Archaics on YouTube. He just takes Graham Hancock apart. Yeah, it blew my mind as well, because lots of us, we love what Graham Hancock was doing. So yeah. Oh my God, look at this. Chunky Prepper, where have you been? Where have you been? You must be a busy boy. What's this? Hey, don't mock aliens. I'm still waiting for the invasion. And afterwards, it's supposed to be zombies. No more like it be the fast ones. Brother, you're funny. Yeah. I know. So let me see. Project Bluebeam. That is actual fact. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Let me see. What else have we got in here? What's this? Do you know what, Rother? Man, I'll tell you what, there was lots of videos which are no longer there. I remember watching a documentary back in it was between 2010 and 2012. It was on the Discovery Channel, and I think it was called something like Invisible Air or something like that. And it's a fascinating documentary. It really did make you think about all of the things that are in the air which people don't know about. And I've tried for hours and hours and hours trying to find that, and I can't find any trace of that ever existing. And I did have that recorded Back in the day, years ago, when I had Sky Plus. Who remembers Sky Plus, where you can record stuff onto the box? I don't know if my ex-wife has still got that, probably not, but it's on there if it is. That was fascinating. If anyone remembers anything like that, it really is incredible, actually, what's going on in the air. So, mate, honestly, Lockheed Martin, they are engineering stuff that we have got no idea about. And also, yeah, remember V, Lizard People in the 80s? I do, yeah, I used to love watching that. And in fact, the leader girl with the dark hair, she was a bit hot, wasn't she? Anyway, all that aside, did anyone see the remake of V? This must have been, let me see. That's probably about 2014, something like that. I can't really remember, but that was on TV on some weird thing. But yeah, I liked watching that, and I think I got it on DVD. I was told about it, and I just went out and bought the box set of V, the remake, and that was pretty good. That makes you think about a few things. Wow. What's this? There we go. Canadian Limey. Awesome. I'm glad that you're all switched on as well. Now, if anyone wants to look into what I'm talking, all right, it will make you rethink a lot of things about what we thought we knew, including myself, all right? So, like I say, cognitive dissonance is real, okay? But what I'm saying, all I'm trying to say is don't just go, oh, I think it's BS. Just listen to the guy, all right? And it will blow you away. He'll back up so much stuff which Graham Hancock doesn't, right? So that should ask a lot of questions in your mind. Yeah, on the screen right now, Archaics, that is the guy, Jason Breshears. I absolutely love this guy to bits. He's such a really good guy in Texas, in America, right? I'm going to leave it on the screen. So if you guys want to make a note of that YouTube channel, I highly recommend it. It's seriously, seriously good. Especially his live streams. They're brilliant, okay? And he's answered a few of my questions, all right? He's a good guy. Let me see. Chunky Prepper, yeah, I'm still around, just busy doing nothing, if you know what I mean. Yeah, that's cool. Good to hear that, Steve. Nice one. But yeah, it's amazing what's going on out there, what you guys are saying. You seriously is bloody awesome, isn't it? And oh, thanks for that donation. That's awesome. That is from Sarah. Wow, cool. Like I said, some of you guys are new to the channel. Let me just see. I'll give you a live right now, as quick as I possibly can, what has been going on. Right, let's do that. And we're waiting for it. But yeah, we've got lots of new subscribers coming to the channel, right? It's absolutely bloody mind-blowing. And like I say, not many of you guys know. But there we go. That will show you live right now. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, this webcam's not very good. There you go. So in the last 28 days, 3,700 plus have joined this channel. That's in the last 28 days, right? Which is amazing. So all of you new guys who are unaware, just real quickly, I was working with a friend of mine, Lee, at the Bug Out. That job come to an end. I'm now doing this as a full-time job, and I'm trying to do survival courses, which are going to be starting from next year. And I'm on no benefits. So yeah, it's difficult. So yeah, some of you guys who've been donating really helps, okay? And there's links below, all of that sort of stuff, if you feel we need to. Like I say, you don't have to, no one has to, but like I say, it really does happen. Without that, I probably won't be able to carry on doing this. It'll all come to an abrupt end, and I'll probably be a postman or something lame like that. So keeping the faith, trying to help as many people as I can with the information that people are sending me, and the information which I'm researching too, which with you know, being awake as it were, I hate saying that, but it's the easiest way to say it since 2008, seeing all of these jigsaw pieces coming together. And like I said earlier, that lots of people who have been prepping for certain things, looks like what we've been prepping for isn't far around the corner now. All right. And it's not fear mongering. There's lots of things going on out there. And of course, none of it is being mentioned in the mainstream media. All right. So that should make you think about a lot of things. So yeah, thank you, Sarah, for that donation on PayPal. That's seriously awesome. So yeah, I'm leaving the archaics on the screen there because I want lots of people to at least go over and have a look at that. Poor Bakima. Oh, dude, thanks for that, man. You don't have to. Oh, man, I'm gonna have to send that back to you, man, because I know you're probably gonna need it more than me. Here we go. I'm taking the archaics off the screen now because this guy here, Beach Hut Man. Now, Beach Hut Man, I haven't drunk all of that whiskey that you sent me. It was hard. I nearly drank it all, but I've left probably about a quarter or a third of it in there. And hopefully, I'm going to be getting my daddy for Christmas, and we're going to be doing a live stream this Friday, and we're going to be enjoying some of that. So, Beach Hut Man, you're an absolute legend, mate. That's one of the best whiskeys I've had in a long time. And I can't thank you enough for sending me that whiskey. Seriously, seriously good. Now, check it out. We got Tactical, one of the channel's biggest helpers over time. Mate, you're a legend. I'm glad you turned up, and I hope you're well. Like the live stream, you know, it makes sense. Yes, absolutely. If you can hit the like button, it seriously does help get this information out there, because the more people watch it, the more likes it gets, the more it gets shared to others, and the more people get to see the videos, which makes everything grow. And the more people know about this stuff, the better. All right. Oh, cool. This is from Dawn's the number 10. That's a funny one. Hey, thank you for that. Much appreciated. That's awesome. So yeah, what we got? Paul is saying it's -9C outside, and he's got his shorts on every day. Do you know what? That Lee from the bug out is as mad as a box of frogs. He walks around in shorts and Crocs. I know. I don't know why people do that. But yeah, each to their own, right? Absolutely. Bloody hell. Right, here we go. Here we go. Yes, I actually mentioned that earlier on in the live stream about lots of the migrants are coming under the guise of the UN. Yes, I did hear that. And I had some emails about that probably about 5 weeks ago now. And I've not heard anything since, but yeah, definitely back then. And there was also on film that I've seen some evidence of some UN vehicles over here in the UK on major road networks and transport hubs too. So yeah, it certainly does make you think is what is going on in our amazing country, that lots of our grandfathers and great grandfathers died to protect our freedoms. And as you're probably noticing, lots of our freedoms are being eroded every single day. Okay, so yeah. Now, I'm not going to go any further on that because I went into one on last Friday's live stream, so much so that I was advised by lots of people who have got my back to take it down, and I did, and that's gone. All right, so I won't be talking about, should we say, being proactive about the ongoing situation. So yeah, let me see. Where is it? This one here. Alan, that is amazing advice. Absolutely. Luckily for myself, I've been into this for years. I've got all of the wool blankets I will ever need, good quality ones, and I was paying average £2 or £3 for a real good double bed size, fit quality, good condition too, wool blankets. Now, I really don't know. I'll tell you one thing, which is a little bit different between mid Wales and southern England. All right. Now, from in my time here, which has only been a year or so, people in mid Wales really respect items. So much so, no one gives anything away. And if they are giving it away, it's probably worthless. The amount of stuff I've seen on Trash Nothing in mid Wales and locally, it's something which is only fit for the tip. That tells you something, right? People value stuff out here. That's why nothing gets chucked into tips. When I was down south, it was a lot more affluent than what it is here. And people were throwing away loads of useful materials, okay? Like a really good quality piece of the wood, just like this satin skips, you know, double glazing units, nothing wrong with them, just the wrong size, put into a skip. Out here in Mid Wales, no way, no one throws anything. In fact, you've got to do very well to find pallets, because do you know why? Lots of people in rural Mid Wales use pallets to cut them up and use them as firewood kindling. Down south, you could probably build a replica of Greater London in pallets that will get thrown away for free. So yeah, going back to charity shops, right? The charity shops out here, they're okay, but they're nowhere near as bountiful as they are in southern England. That's from my own eyes and what I've seen. Okay, so yeah, my advice would be, if you are in an urban area and you have got charity shops, try and visit them daily if you can. Okay, because you never know what you're going to find. All right. Personally, on my shopping list for charity shops right now, and it has been for quite some period of time, is oil lamps, candles, and useful items like cast iron. Okay, they're the three things which I'm looking for. I've pretty much got everything else, but obviously every now and again you are going to see something useful come in, right? I remember getting a pair of Aku boots in a size 9.5, which is my foot size, and they were pretty much brand new. And I think I gave them like £4 or something like that. So there are bargains out there. You just have to put the time in. It's like the age-old adage, okay? You only get back what you put in. So if you put in the time, your time, into going to lots of charity shops on a much frequent rate, the law of average dictates that you will get something that you actually need, right? Don't be one of them guys that go into a charity shop for 10 minutes every 2 weeks and moan because you can't find anything. You're not doing enough work to get what you need. That's my own opinion. Take it or leave it. All right. So yeah, absolutely. Alan Allen, charity shops for wool clothing. I could not agree more. Absolutely right. So what else have we got here? That's cool. Oh wow, that's cool. Shane, I've just seen a notification on PayPal for the donation. That's awesome. Thank you very much. So what I'm hoping, if I get enough money on this live stream, it's going to go to paying towards that friend of mine in Swindon who I need to get firewood to him. I just can't sit back and watch him and his lovely family with them 2 young kids sitting in their house in 10 degrees Celsius indoors. It's not fair. It's because his van's broken down and he can't get it repaired because, like I said earlier, there's people out there who are struggling to get parts for their vehicles. There's lots of shortages out there, okay? So some people are finding it hard. Like I even had a message earlier saying that their car wing mirror got broken off and they got to wait well up until the 29th of January before it turns up. When it turns up, they got to wait after the holidays for someone to come and actually fit it because it's all electronic and stuff. So there is big problems with parts. And so my friend is, when he gets his van back on the road, he can drive there and get some wood. The problem is firewood is at an absolute premium right now. It's very, very difficult to get some. In fact, the people where I get mine from, we was getting our Christmas tree, as you can see there in the background. When we went to get that, they also do logs as well. It's quite funny because this guy turned up, this massive, great big trailer, and he said, can I have like 2 of those 1-ton bags of dried firewood? And he said, no. I said, I'm sorry. He said, no, not until the end of January because it's not dry. And do you know what they said about the firewood at this place? They have sold 4 times more than they usually do. And people started buying firewood for this winter early September. And that is just one log producing company. That's just one. There's hundreds of thousands of log companies all over the UK. All right. So my friend can't get firewood into his house to heat it up and to heat up the water and all the rest of it, and they're freezing in there. So anyone in the Swindon area, all right, can you please email me to see if we can work something out? I'd happily pay for it to be delivered to his door, and he can get it into his garden and his shed or wherever he keeps it to keep that log burner going, so they can have a warm Christmas. That's what I want to do. So you guys who are donating on PayPal and on here right now really does help that family. Okay, so if you have got a few quid and you want to help, that's where all the money's going to tonight. I'm not getting any of it. Okay, so absolutely, it really does mean a lot. So also gas bottles as well. Now I remember talking about this on a Intel update which I've done earlier about gas bottles. Now I had a few comments on there about saying that traditionally you can go to any place that sells Calagas bottles and you will pay them and they will give you a brand new or reconditioned full up bottle for a premium. Okay, that's always been the case, and in fact I know it's true because I used to do it where I used to live down in Bosham. When we moved there, I got a gas heater from someone I used to work with, an old contractor. No gas bottle. I said, right, I need to get a gas bottle. So I found out it's called Solent Gas down on the south coast. And I said, I need a 15 kilo Calagas bottle. I haven't got one. Can I buy one? Absolutely. I think it's about 70 odd pound. 2016, 17, 2017, I think that was. And but apparently now, from what I've been hearing, this guy who follows this channel, he phoned up or contacted Calagas, the people who do the Calagas, and he said no. He said you can't do that no more. The only way that you can get Calagas is you need to have an empty bottle, and we will swap it for a full one. That is what I've been saying. Now some people have been saying to me, it's always been that way. But let me tell you, that's BS, because I remember going to buy a full up gas bottle without an empty. I've always done it. Lots of people have. Only recently, from what my friend has told me, that Calagas has told him, they are now only doing that. All right. Some people were saying, oh, Calagas has been doing that for years. When he contacted them, he said they've recently started to do that. Okay. So, that's just a little bit of a rant to some of the comments that I had saying it's BS. It's not. That's what I've been hearing, and that's what I've seen with my own eyes, and that's what I've done myself. So I'm just passing that on. Here we go. Let's have a look up here. Right, let's read that. So 15 calorie, 15 calorie gas is £94 if you haven't got a bottle. £54. Wow, that's cool. So what that probably is then, that's probably at the outlets like petrol stations and stuff. Now this was talking about actually going to Calagas, not a Calagas agent. You actually go to Calagas, and that's what they've told some guys emailed me. So, but yeah, £94. Like I said, it was 70 something, so that's gone up 25 quid in 4 years. Goes to show, doesn't it? Absolutely insane what's going on out there. So yeah, oh, we've had another donation towards the firewood to help my mate out. That's from Jeffrey. Well, thank you very much, Jeffrey. Wow, that's lovely. I really appreciate that. Jeffrey, you're a star, mate, if you're watching, for donating on PayPal. And like I said, some of you guys have been awesome doing the donations on here as well. You guys are absolutely awesome. So here we go. This is from London Girl. I can presume it's a female in the London area. Buy scrap silver. Yeah, absolutely. That's a really good idea. Really good idea. You'll probably go for 95, which would be a sterling silver. But let me tell you this: if you are looking at silver in antiques, not antique shops, but charity shops and places like that, have a good look at it. And if you see any numbers on there, any number higher than 925 will donate how pure that silver is. So the higher the number, the more pure it is, the more valuable by weight it will be. Okay. Now I found out a lesson, and I want to pass this little tip on to you guys. Right, if you go to a charity shop and you see, like I did, like a really chunky silver bracelet, I looked at it and went, oh my god, it's 925 sterling silver. It's probably about 2 to 3 ounces. It's a big, heavy bracelet. This is when the shop was opening in the morning, and I knew the staff in there. I put that down on the counter. A few with a few other things because I had my hands full, carried on browsing. Let me tell you this, within 30 seconds, someone come in there, saw that, and bought it off of one of the other girls in there. And it happened that quick. So when I said to him, where's that bracelet that I put on the counter with the other stuff I'm buying? Oh, some gentleman just bought that. Well, that was mine. I put it there to buy it. No, no, sorry, it's gone. I said, how much did he give you for it? He gave him £1. Now, the thing is, on that day, it's donations. Okay, so they have a big bucket in there covered over with a little slit, right? And people put in there what they think is the item that they bought is worth. Now, I put that on there, right, knowing that it's worth some, and I was going to give them £15 for that, right, and really help out their charity. And these tow red come in and give them a quid for it, knowing full well that that was worth a few bob. So that is my little tip, which I'm passing on to you guys if you're in a similar position. If you go into a charity shop, you've got something silver, keep it in your hand, right? Don't do what I do. Put it to the back of the counter, told a friend about it, put something else with it and left it. You can't trust that because you have got toads out there. That was in the charity shop in Landrin, Wales. And yeah, if you're watching this and you've done that, I'm going to find you and kill you. Ha! No, I'm only joking. Honestly, there's people out there that drive me nuts. What we got here? Oh, another donation. That's cool. It's going towards the firewood. Put this towards the firewood. Yeah, absolutely. All of the money is going because I need to get as much firewood as I can to that friend of mine. So yeah, if you're watching this on the replay, all of that underneath this video is still there. Okay, so you're looking at PayPal and Ko-fi. It absolutely works. Okay, because I want to get that firewood to him ASAP because it's the 19th now. Right, we're only 6 days away from Christmas. Now, I want to get that firewood delivered to him before Christmas. Because like I say, the thought of them guys going through Christmas when inside their house is 10 degrees C with little kids, that's not good. It really, really is not good, okay? All because his vehicle's off the road because he can't get the parts to go into it because there's been a supply issue. Some of them from Germany, okay? It's been a bloody nightmare. So yeah, all of the donations that you guys are giving, it's really going to help my friends there. And but incidentally, he doesn't know about this, right? This is a surprise. So yeah, I can't wait to check how much I've got in PayPal and see how much I've got in here. And I'm just gonna chuck some of my own money towards that and get that to him. Maybe 1 or 2 tons, whatever he can fill, and you know, he'd be okay. Because like I say, next month is going to be really cold. So some of you guys who haven't got any preparations for heating your home off grid, so if you have power cuts, or it's just too expensive. Okay, now I'm not going to say who, but someone I used to work with, let's put it that way. Okay, they have made the decision not to have any heating in their home because they just can't afford it. That's just, it's horrible to hear this actually going on, right? It's heartbreaking, to be honest. I mean, and it's not like, you know, preppers get on their high horse and they say, oh, look what I've got, I'm all right, screw you lot. That's not what we're about. Now, like I'm saying, I'm trying to help as many people as I possibly can, especially that guy who's going to go through Christmas with no heating in his home. All because, yeah, something go wrong with his van, unexpected. And that can catch us all out, okay? Who's going to have a spare van all ready to go? It's not a reality, is it? So, yeah, you know, we try to help people, not brag about what we've got. That's not the game at all. It's not definitely what not I'm about. Okay. So yeah, that's cool. Oh, yes. What's this? This is just want to be free. $4.99 all the way from the US of A dollars. That's awesome. Thank you very much for that. That's brilliant. Here we go. 4x4 fella. Now this is a good guy. He also donates on a regular basis to Ko-fi. The link below. That's really, really cool. Honestly, dude, you are the fella, seriously. So he is saying here, find the car breaker, scrapyard, and get a few bits for your car, i.e. mirrors, light covers, etc. Do you know what? There used to be loads down where I live. Now, I'm not sure if these like scrapyards do exist. Possibly a health and safety issue, I don't know. But it'd be interesting to see if any of you guys watching now, even on the replay, okay, it doesn't have to be live. I know more people watch this on the replay than they do live. One of the live streams has nearly 100,000 views already. Okay, in the live stream it adds 2,000 views. So it just goes to show You guys watching on the replay, absolutely yes, you can donate and it really helps. But the point being is, if you're watching a replay, how many of you guys work within scrapyards? Okay, and you obviously speak to other scrapyards. And what have you noticed in the last 2 years? I'd say since the issue started, in a decline in parts and scrapyards shutting down. Maybe I don't know what it is. So yeah, it's a good point, fella. Yeah, well raised, absolutely. So that's all good. And let me see. Now, look, this is what I suspected, not because it's about health and safety. Check this out. Raffo, awesome to see you again, brother. Regulations are killing the traditional scrapyard. Yeah, I can quite believe it. So, like I'm saying, the scrapyard was always my go-to, okay? I wasn't one for just going and getting a brand new thing, okay? If it was going to do the job and it was fine, okay, man, you save yourself a heap of money if you just go to a scrapyard. Back in the day, do you know what? We used to take the parts off ourselves. Nowadays, I think what they do is they remove as much as they can, they recondition it if they feel it needs to, and they stock it on the shelf. So, but even that seems to be crazy. It really does. Who we got here? Cornish Cowboy saying no eggs in Liskeard in Cornwall. Yeah, I've been told there's egg shortages and stuff around here too. It's crazy. So yeah, right. It's time to go because we've been over an hour and a half, and my partner's currently popped out, so I can't wait to see her again and enjoy the rest of my evening. It was a bit of an urgent live stream. I had to get the information out to as many people as possible, and I'm saying please share this video, okay? Lots of you know I'm not on Facebook. I don't do it, but I know lots of you guys are, and if you are, can you just copy this link, send that over on your page, share it on there. It helps because the more people get to this, the more people can contribute in the comments, and it's going to help loads of people. Like I say, the people who are watching on the live streams is one thing, but trust me, there's lots of people who watch it on the replay, so they get to see all of these comments that you guys are putting in, all right? And also the comments underneath the video too. So there's a lot of activity going on within these live streams lately. So yes, the next planned live stream is going to be this Friday at 8 o'clock, and hopefully, if everything goes well, my dad's going to be there as well. Look at that, another donation. Man, you guys are so kind. Seriously, that's going to help getting logs for my friend. Okay, it seriously is. And oh, you look at that, Alan, mate. It's going straight to the logs. You guys are brilliant. Okay, if I can get him some logs, that would well cheer me up, making sure to see that family stay warm over this winter. You guys are legends. But yeah, sorry, back to the thing. Friday, 8 o'clock, same time, same place, right? I'm hopefully going to get my dad, because of the train trokes, I've got to drive all the way down to Portsmouth on Friday, pick him up, come all the way back. So it's going to be a long day because I'm in the middle of Wales, all right? It's a big drive there and back. So, yeah, God willing, me and my dad will be on the live stream on Friday. I've also got a ton of emails this afternoon after I uploaded the video about the Intel, the new stuff, which I'm getting through emails. There's even more emails coming. So it looks like when I wake up and check my emails, there's going to be even more. Another donation. Man, you're a star. I appreciate that. As I say, every penny helps. It really does, okay? It seriously does. It really helps. So yeah, it looks like it's going to be another one of those Intel videos tomorrow, so stay tuned for that, okay? If there is, I'll try and do a little YouTube short out there to give people a heads up on that. And I'm going to, if I've got time, I've got an overnight video to edit, which has been so long awaited. That was Armour Cockroach, Mindwise Man, aka Maverick Outdoors, and myself. We went out and done an awesome overnight camping video, and a bit of snow and a massive, huge, big fire with a great big stew, with a few beers and a big fat cigar, and all the different shelters. Okay, it was beautiful. It was amazing. All right, so I can't wait to edit that and get that video up. So hopefully that will be up before Friday. So stay tuned for that. That is pretty much it. Like I say, you guys watching on the replay, them donations are going to help towards getting forward to that guy. Even if it's just £1 or $1, it really helps. So thanks to all of you. who have tuned in tonight and spent your very valuable time. I really appreciate it. Thanks to all of the moderators who have been here, keeping this clean. You guys literally hold this together with that glue that you create, right? Seriously, you guys rock. And all of you amazing guys who have contributed in the chat section, and indeed some of you guys in the replay, in the comment section as well. All of that activity is seriously appreciated. So if you can thumbs up, like the video, subscribe, and more importantly, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any notifications. If you weren't notified, you would have missed this live stream. If you were, and you made sure that that bell was checked, you will get little off-the-cuff videos like this, okay? So, without further ado, I bid you good night, and I will see you sooner than you probably think. Thanks for watching. Stay funky.